Today I am joined by Mariel and Beverly of the Reformed Temple of Laguna Woods. Hi, ladies. It's been a while since we've chatted. How are you doing?
Hi.
Great, thank you.
Good. Are you doing okay with the stay at home still?
Staying at home and Zooming, lots of Zooms, and we're very lucky to have that available to us.
I know. Who would have known, huh? We all should have bought stock in Zoom a long time ago.
There you go. Good idea. A little late now.
A little late now, but all right. Well, anyway, I'm glad you guys could join me today. So let's talk about some of the things that you guys have coming up. Obviously, you have been very active on Zoom. You're very active via phone calls. So Mariel, tell me what happens on Friday nights. You guys still doing that?
Yeah, every Friday night we have our Sabbath Shabbat services, 7:30, just like we did in Clubhouse 1, but now we're Zooming, and our services are led by our Rabbi Kamen and our cantorial singer and our choir director with various members of our choir, each in their own home. It is really something else. But it's very warm and welcoming, and we all feel very good about it. It's a lovely service, and we are very happy to be able to do this. So this is working out so nicely.
It brings it a different kind of warmth, huh?
You know, it is, especially with the rabbi speaking directly to us on the Zoom. So it's not like you're sitting in the back row. I mean, you're right in the front row. There's no 6-footer sitting in front of you. So that's one of the pluses of Zoom. Yes, we miss the community hugs, but this is next best, and we are in touch, and I feel very fortunate that we are. It's just been wonderful. Every Friday night, 7:30, tune in, and if you need the link, this is available. All you have to do is get on our website, and we will, in fact, I think the link is always sent to our members, but community people in the community, if they want to come to our service, all they have to do is get on the website and contact us. We'll be happy to send them the link.
Okay, perfect. Well, that sounds great that people are able to check it out. Now, was there an email address that you wanted to provide, or do you want them just to go to the website?
Well, we could provide the email address. It is Lipton, Lipton 56 @gmail.com. And just send her the email. That's our friend Robin Lipton, who's the Lipton, who is a Zoom expert, and she'll send the link to you.
Okay, perfect. And then Sunday, you have something coming up that is very nice to have.
Such fun. It's the Ask the Rabbi. All the questions you wanted to know about Jewish things that you might have been afraid to ask, but even if you weren't afraid to ask and you wanted more clarification, this is going to be 9:30 Wednesday on Sunday morning, this coming Sunday morning on the 14th. You do need to be a member of our synagogue in order to access that, and every member of the synagogue will get the link to ask questions directly to Rabbi Kamen. He's always very entertaining, very interesting, and oh so knowledgeable. So that has been a tradition for a few years at our temple around the High Holy Days, where we have an Ask the Rabbi. Now that we've got Zoom, we're going to do this pretty regularly so that people, any questions they have about Jewish practice, Jewish history, he'll be there to answer your questions. I think it's going to be great, and I'm looking forward to participating.
This brings a lot of flexibility to a variety of different things. I mean, obviously the rabbi doesn't have to leave his facility. You ladies don't have to go out. And I love your comment about not having the 6-foot person sit in front of you, because sure enough, the minute I sit down, there is always somebody taller than me in front.
Isn't that the way we have to deal, us people who are vertically challenged? It's true. It's true. But our benefits, there's a silver lining to everything.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, well, good. Thanks for the information. Now, Beverly, you've got some other things you'd like to tell us about.
Right. We're approaching the end of our fiscal year for the Reformed Temple. And on Sunday, June 28th at 10 a.m., we will hold our annual congregational meeting. And it'll be on Zoom, surprise. The link for this meeting will be sent to all of our members, who will then have the opportunity to vote for the nominated slate of our 2020-21 Board of Officers and Trustees. And the incoming president will also give the members information on plans for the upcoming year for the temple. Questions regarding this meeting and its agenda should be emailed to, one word, Reform Temple Laguna Woods @gmail.com. So if you have any questions regarding that, send them there. And please, please be sure to attend. You'll have the link. Be sure to attend. We want everyone to have an opportunity to participate in our annual meeting.
Are you finding that most members are participating using Zoom, or are there some people who just aren't sure yet?
The majority of the members, I think, are, just as the general public is. But we're making efforts, as we have since the very beginning of this pandemic, starting with the beginning of April, very 1st of April. We, our Rabbi and our Social Action Committee, led by Bobby Rosenfeld, have been reaching out to all of our members with telephone calls. Every single member is receiving a telephone call if they want one, just to keep connected. It's a very challenging time and people need to talk to somebody. And so we're doing that. And there's a special effort to contact those who are ill and alone. And we ask all of our members to please notify either the rabbi or Barbara Janeway, who would like to know if anyone is ill or in need of a phone call, a special phone call. We would be happy to reach out. We want people to feel connected. I think that connectivity is really important now. People shouldn't feel isolated.
You know, absolutely. And that's been something we have been discussing with many of our doctors that have been on our Zoom, is isolation. And, you know, this whole, 12, 14 weeks that we've been staying at home has probably been the most difficult for people who are alone. And
That's true.
Because they can't necessarily go out. So I think that's a really nice thing that you guys are doing, where you just, make phone calls to people to make sure that they're doing okay.
Well, as part of the temple family, we want to make sure that people in our temple feel that they are cared about and that they have somebody that's paying attention to them. They're not alone.
That's great. That's great. And Maria, would you like to say anything about that?
Well, I've made a fair number of calls to temple members, and what I have found is everyone is so happy to get the call. That has been a real joy for me to say, this is Muriel calling from the temple. How you doing? And oh, how nice of you to call. I mean, I'm amazed at the welcome that I'm getting from making the calls. It's wonderful.
That's great. That's great. Well, you guys do a good job with everything that you do. So I think that's really nice of you. And I know that, the high holidays are going to be right here before you know it. So
they're coming up soon. Plans are currently underway for our observance of the high holidays, which will begin on September 18th. Our leadership is in communication with the village management to determine if any facilities will be available by then and what will be possible. But we're trying a lot of scenarios and, plans so that when the time comes, we'll be ready. We will be observing them as we do every year. Our rabbi, our cantorial soloist, and our choir director are all involved working together on these plans. And as we get closer and the plans are finalized, we will be sharing those with our members. But we do plan to have beautiful services as we do every year.
Oh, that's great. So, you know what? You're not taking out the specialness of the celebration. You just adapt to what we've got in front of us. And by September, I don't even have any idea if things are going to be open yet. We just don't know, because we're still trying to follow what the governor is asking us to do. And so we don't really know. So hopefully that would be great, but we just don't know yet. So,
Well, whatever we do, whether we do the holidays in person, whether we do the holidays on Zoom, however we do them, they're going to be warm, they're going to be beautiful, and there's going to be lots of observance of tradition, music, and the people that we are close to in our temple family.
right. That's great. That's great. Well, thank you, ladies. Any last thoughts, Muriel?
Well, just Shabbat Shalom to everyone for tomorrow. Do join us. And we're just very happy that you've given us the opportunity to talk to the community. And that's so important. We want to keep connected with everybody.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And Beverly?
Thank you for having us here today. We're delighted to be able to share this time with you. And we want to wish everyone a Shabbat Shalom.
Wonderful. Well, thank you, ladies. We appreciate it. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now.
And we'll be right back after this.